I was let go from my job this past week.
I just left the grocery store. I went in there for fruit. Fruit! I spent $45. And I didn't even get the fruit. I didn't even get the high-end fruit. And I'm not talking organic. I mean, like, I didn't get raspberries, blueberries, blackberries.
Americans right now are struggling to just simply exist. Like, surviving this year in 2026 is like a challenge. People can't find jobs. I mean, this person applied over 100 jobs by now. CS degree, which is good, literally was rejected by Best Buy. People are broke, and people can't even afford basic necessities. Like, going to Walmart and Kroger is expensive. We're not talking about Whole Foods or Erewhon here. The fact that, just soda, okay, is increasing faster than inflation just kind of shows you how bad this economy is. Trying to get a job, trying to just buy some freaking peanut butter, like, Americans just can't survive in 2026. Everyone's becoming more poor. Everything's becoming more expensive. And don't even get me started with restaurant and rent prices. Check out some of these videos.
$153 first day shopping in LA, and I don't even know how I'm gonna survive. We are a house. They have so much stuff. I just finished doing my shopping in LA for the first time. How did I spend $153? 3 bags of food shopping. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but probably like a week. 3 bags. What in pounds is 123 pounds. Y'all can't tell me that LA is not famous. If you were in London, I would have gone home with bare food. God,
I've just been laid off after working for 20 years at the same company, and I have nothing. You definitely do not. How you doing? My name is Eric. If you're new here, I'm a career coach. I've been doing this for about 30 years, and I'm here to support you. Now, this has been disgustingly popular these days. People getting laid off after putting a lot of time and energy into a single company, and they come to me and they're like, I have nothing. No, you have lots. The only thing you're missing right now is a title and a jerk of a company, and good riddance to that company. You have all the experiences that you've created, right? You have all the skills, you've developed competencies. There's lots of things that you have. So you don't have nothing. Now, some practical stuff. Reach out to people. Start reaching out to people immediately at this point. And don't identify back to that company. Identify and have them understand you as a human being, understand you as all of the experiences that you bring. So start networking really, really quick. That's a typical thing that I see with people that have been at companies for a really long time. They're only networking internally. Pick up the phone, start calling friends, family, people that you may have bumped into along the way within your community, but start doing that right away and let them know all of your experiences, not that stupid little title that you're going to get plenty new ones of, or that little company that doesn't matter at all anymore. All right? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for always stopping by. Thank you always for the comments. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Love you.
College is literally one of the greatest scams in America. I graduated college. I'm like, okay, I finally got a degree. I'm finna be able to get a job. I'm gonna have a great job, great career. I started reading these job requirements. 1 to 2 years of experience or must have master's degree. Y'all ain't say nothing about that.
So I see so many posts about how horrible the job market is and how long the hiring processes are taking. And I wanted to kind of demystify and let you know a few insights into why hiring processes take so long, not to defend it, but just to let you know what's really going on behind the scenes. The first reason that I see these hiring processes take so long is because the hiring manager who's responsible for reviewing the applications are sitting on them. Okay. So oftentimes as a recruiter, I'm sending, right, like I've reviewed all the applications that's come in. I'm sending like a shortlisted 15, 20 candidates to the hiring manager to say, hey, I think these are some of the best that have come in so far. Take a look. Let me know who you want me to phone screen. And sometimes I can sit on their desk for a few days or a week or sometimes longer. And no matter how many times we ping them to remind them like, hey, right, like we just can't force that process to go faster. So that often comes up. The second reason why hiring processes take so long is usually because when a company wants to have so many interviewers involved, and particularly when we're trying to do like panel interviews where there's multiple interviewers in a process, trying to match everyone's schedule to like certain times and dates for these interviews is a nightmare, and it can take and delay the process weeks. And it's always frustrating to me where like we aren't thinking about that from the beginning, where we know we're going to be posting this job at this time. We know that we will be accepting applications for about 4 weeks, and we'll begin interviews at this time, that we should be holding blocks on people's calendars. But for some reason, it doesn't always work out that way. The third reason why they take so long is usually, a lot of times, like an internal employee or a key external candidate that the organization is really excited about will come in the process late. And so we've already had some interviews, and then this person pops up and says, oh, I'm really interested. And a lot of times the hiring manager will like pause the process to bring this person up along the way. So it can be extremely frustrating. And the worst part about all of this is that when we are working with the hiring manager, it is very often they will tell us to keep the candidates warm, right? So we don't, unless you're like extremely unqualified, we probably aren't going to be able to like disposition you or reject your candidacy until the hiring manager has a final say, which can take a very long time. So a lot of these things are super frustrating, not only for you all, of course, but also for the people who are working with hiring managers in the recruiting process. And so just wanted to give you some insights into why that happens, and not to say that it's okay, it's really bad, but just so that you know what's going on.
So I am unemployed. It's been like a week. It's honestly been a really good week. I can't tell you the story yet of how this happened, but I will eventually. The one thing I know for certain is I will never, ever work in a corporate office environment ever again. I don't care. I refuse. I'm so disgusted. Also, I don't know if you know this, while I was working my corporate marketing job, I got my master's degree in mental health counseling. So I've been wanting to pivot into that anyway eventually, to use my master's, and now is the time. So that's my next move. Nothing is, set, but I am really excited about that because I actually care about that and it actually matters.
If you're currently in college and thinking about starting a business, please hear me out. With the current trends of AI taking over all of these different industries, it's easy to question if your degree is actually going to mean anything in the future. So if you want to hedge your bets, pay attention. The current trend is that AI is going to replace very low skill jobs. But the one type of business that's going to stay is home service businesses. AI cannot replace physical labor. And if you know how to hire people to do the physical labor and how to manage and grow a home service business, you could make a ton of money in the future. It's an untapped gem. A lot of people are saying start an AI company, start an online business, but the real money is going to be in the hands of people who know how to organize and orchestrate service businesses.
The cost of living is getting actually outrageous. I started today like, oh yay, I'm a second year lawyer, like, oh, I made it through my first year. And I ended it really pissed off because I was like, oh yeah, I am a second year lawyer and I still cannot afford to live on my own in a way that would not be stressful, or in a way that I would not struggle, or in a way that I can do so without financially burdening myself by going into debt. My goal this year was to move back home with my parents, move back to New Orleans, which is a cheaper cost of living market, especially compared to New York, LA, Miami, the other 3 markets I was considering. Move home for a year, save my money, and then buy a house. Right? Make a smart investment. Don't throw all my money out the window on rent. I can rent out a room, help me pay down the mortgage faster. Like, just being savvy and strategic and smart. Well, we're now officially a year into that plan, hence, oh yay, I'm a second year lawyer, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I have enough money for a down payment, but you know what I cannot afford? Damn near 7% interest rate on your principal mortgage amount. Rising property taxes, rising insurance costs, especially in Louisiana. So while I have down payment money, especially if I use an FHA loan, I literally could not afford, in a financially responsible way, my mortgage. I would be house poor. So if I'm going to be house poor, that defeats the purpose of being fiscally responsible and purchasing a house. So there's that. Also, the money that I've saved is probably just enough for a year's worth of rent.
I have multiple reservations with renting in New Orleans. My main one being, why would I pay rent in a city where my parents own a house? I just think that's counterproductive. And two being, I would rather rent in a more expensive market like New York. And that's just housing. That's not counting how expensive everything else has gotten as well. I saved that money by living at home, but even still, I had to make such big financial sacrifices to still save that money, even with living at home, because the cost of other things is so ridiculously high. Like I've been talking about, I've been suffering hair loss. Every time I go to the dermatologist, that's $150 an appointment per half hour. The medicine that I was prescribed to alleviate my hair loss is about $60 a bottle. The other serum that works well for my hair is also $60 a bottle. And maybe to some people, those are not necessities, but it's a necessity to me for my hair not to fall out. So I can't cut those expenses. And there's things that I have tremendously cut from my spending habits. For example, I don't have a gym membership anywhere. I cut down shopping for clothes. I hardly ever shop for clothes. Maybe every couple months I'll get a couple new pieces. But if you know me, I used to shop very consistently. I probably was buying something like once a month. I basically completely cut out any type of luxury shopping as well. Even on Christmas, I decided to take my Christmas money and buy a camera to invest in my content creation. And I asked for the rest of the money to be put in my account so I could pay down my credit card bill. I get my hair done a lot less often. If you knew me in law school, you knew I stayed changing my hair. I don't do that anymore. I cut out lash extensions. I cut out laser. I hardly ever Uber, especially compared to how I used to Uber when I was in school. I largely consolidate eating out for the weekends. Monday through Friday, I pretty much almost always go to work and go home. The thing that I splurge on is literally going out a couple of days, once or twice with my friends, my hair, skin, and makeup. And to me, those are things like, well, what the heck? Are you going to live a life? You have to be able to live a life. All that to say, I have the money to live on my own, but I could not do so in a comfortable manner that would not be financially stressful. And I'm sitting here like, wow, I can't even imagine having student loans on top of all of these things. And I'm just getting increasingly more frustrated because the older generations really do not understand. They do not understand. They think you make so much money. They think your dollar stretches so far. They just do not get it because when they were young professionals, their dollar went a lot further than ours did. I just feel like our generation, you have to have multiple jobs if you really want to be able to afford to live comfortably, to still save money, to still be able to do nice things for yourself. This would make more sense to me if I really was still frivolously spending, if I really hadn't cut anything for my budget, if I really was keeping up with my high maintenance appointments to keep me low maintenance, if I really was still doing all that and traveling and catching a flight every weekend and paying for a hotel and doing all the things, I could stomach this a lot easier because it'd be like, okay, yeah, that's where my money went. But actually looking at everything I've cut out to try to afford this goal that I have and still not being able to reach it, even going to an extreme as living at home and cutting out all those major expenses, it is so frustrating. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it genuinely feels like you just won't break out of the cycle. Like, I started crashing out after work today because I genuinely was like, oh my God, I might not ever move out of this house. Obviously, I can move if I'm willing to throw all the money I saved into rent, which is just, the thought makes me sick. No, but like deadass, I can't cut any of my spending if I want to live any type of life. I just can't. How the hell were people raising families on this salary? Like, please.
Publix, this is ridiculous. Seriously. What world are we really living in? This is truly, look at this. Look how small this pack is. Seriously? That fits like in my palm. Crazy.
Is anyone else noticing their grocery bill going up a lot? Because I shop at Sprouts 90% of the time. And I used to spend about $100 for 2 bags of groceries. That would probably be roughly 2 to 3 days worth of food for me and my family. And that's gone from $100 to like $140, $150 now. And that's a big jump. I mean, I know tariffs and everything going into effect, prices are supposed to rise, but that's a lot. That's like a 50% increase in the span of, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months. Just wondering if anyone else is noticing that. And by the way, how are people affording this? Like, if you're someone who needs to be on a strict grocery budget every month, like, how do you account for that? That's a huge price increase. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, I don't want to swear, but this is just honestly crazy. Like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but y'all, I literally had to drop out of college for money because I ain't have it. I literally had 12 credit hours to go to get my master's in social work. 12. And if anybody don't know, I'm going to tell y'all, 12 credit hours, baby, is 4 classes. I had 4 classes to go, y'all. 4 classes to go to earn my master's degree in social work, and I had to drop out. And I don't have anything officially. Like, I don't have they won't release my bachelor's degree. So technically speaking, I don't have that. They won't release my transcript, so I don't have that. Literally, it's like I just went to high school and then nothing. It's like literally all them years are to waste. I can't even move up in my job now because I don't have anything to prove my credentials. Like, this shit is crazy. And I'm so mad because, like, I'm so mad because I really feel like I just wasted so much time being in school when I could have been doing other stuff. Like, and then for it to basically be in vain. Oh my gosh. And I'm not even trying to cry because this shit is weak as hell to me because I don't like crying and posting stuff and I don't want nobody's sympathy, dog. That's not why I'm doing this. It's just I'm doing this to spread awareness, dog. Like, y'all gotta do better with y'all cheese, man. Y'all gotta do better with y'all money because this is crazy. Like, I can't do shit. At this point, I'm about to go be a fucking administrative assistant or something, bro, or something else because I can't even move up. I'm not trying to do case management. I've been doing case management for 3 years. I'm over this. I can't do nothing else. Like, oh my God. Whatever. I just could have been doing other stuff, y'all. I just could have been doing so much other stuff. Like, I could have did something else. Like, I didn't even have to. I could have just picked up a trade. I could have just did a program and went to school to be a dental assistant or a dental hygienist or something. Like, I just really could have did something else. I had a lot of opportunities placed my way that I put on the back burner or that I didn't do because I was in school and I had tunnel vision, y'all, and I was this close to being done. So it's heartbreaking to know that I was literally this close to the finish line and now I don't have anything to show for it. For a balance of $9,363.97. Like, I'm not gonna get on here and bash the university because that's not what I'm on. But y'all, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. So, yep. If y'all have resources. As of February 13th, 2026, I just want to let everybody know that I will be putting in my last 2 job applications. And other than that, that's all. And it's not that I give up. It's not none of that. It's the fact that I'm tired of playing this will they, won't they cat and mouse game when it comes to the job search. And I deserve more. So, yeah, I'm just going to focus on my business. And, yeah, but I do want to tell y'all about, what's the straw that's breaking the camel's back right now. So, real quick, I applied to an internship position at this event content gathering company or whatever it is. So I applied there to be an intern because even though I have a bachelor's degree, even though I have years of experience in content and social media and stuff, I still get letters back saying that I don't have enough experience. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and get some more experience. So I applied to be an intern for their social media team or whatever, right? So cool. So mind you, the recruiter finds me on LinkedIn, and she emails and she texts me and she's like, hey, honestly, it seems like with your experience and your expertise, I feel like you should apply to for the actual social media coordinator position. I didn't see this position at first, but I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I'm like, okay, she's saying that I have potential to actually have a paid position. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So I applied to it,
It's been about 3 weeks. On the way to my hair appointment, right now at this moment, I get the email and it says, "Thank you for your application." So I park, I watch it, I read it. She's like, "Thank you for your application. You know, it's not about your work. It's about, like, I guess where they just want to go. It's not me. It was never going to be you. It was never going to be you." So, yeah, I'm over it. Just gonna go hard in the paint with my own personal social media marketing agency. If you're looking for anybody in the Atlanta area or surrounding area to do social media marketing for your business, for your service, do event marketing, anything like that, please hit me up. The page is thestudio.z7. Just looking for anyone to give me a chance. I really do want to work with minority businesses, especially in restaurants, product-based businesses, things of that nature. So please hit me up if you're in the Atlanta area or anything like that. I would love to just get some experience with you. I'm open to working within your budget if need be. And yeah, so love you guys.
3 small bags of groceries, $65. No meats, by the way. No meats. 3 small bags.
Well, I never thought I'd be here. 29 and unemployed. I quit my job last year to go travel the country. I built out this car, I lived in it for a large portion of it, and I traveled to many beautiful national parks over about 4 months. But now, I'm back looking for a job, and let me tell you, the job market is terrible. But I'm an optimistic guy. I try to stay positive even when I'm feeling down. So I'm gonna keep on pushing, y'all. But we're in this together. I plan to share this journey with you. I have a goal this year to rebuild myself, to rebuild my mental health, to rebuild my physical health, and to rebuild my financial and spiritual health as well. I'm on a mission, my friends. Feel free to join me for this epic and amazing journey of transformation.
So y'all, I'm in Publix. I'm trying to figure out, they must make Publix for rich people. Y'all, look at these Rice Krispies. Look how much it is. $7.99. Who in their right mind finna pay for this box of Rice Krispies? I just don't understand. All right, Publix, y'all done showed out for real. $8 plus tax for that box. No, man, no. No. Look, $7.99 across the place. I'm just trying to figure out, it's the fact they was bold enough to put that price and think that we finna buy it. Now, some of y'all probably buy it, but me, no. I'll go to Walmart if that's the case. Yeah, you just doing some shopping. So I heard that Publix got some sushi. I still want to get some, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. But I heard they say it's really good. I might go over there and get some. Ooh, y'all, they got my favorite Greek yogurt bars. I'm gonna just get me one of them real quick. Oh, y'all, we looking at Greek yogurt. Y'all look. It's the pistachio mochi. I gotta try this. So, Greek yogurt's next time. But to be honest, y'all, Publix is expensive. I don't care what nobody says. Publix is high. See, this is what I'm talking about when you gotta fight temptation. I'm not even gonna do it. And y'all, and these right here, y'all, these are so freaking good. But I'm not even gonna get none. What's so crazy is, y'all, we used to stay in Publix, but now we stay out. Publix done went up. Publix, I don't even remember Publix being this high.
No, unfortunately, I do not. I wish I did. I really wish they would sponsor me. I think I deserve it at this point. But no, I just made a post about going to Publix and Walmart shoppers lost their fucking minds. And here we are. And, in the midst of all this, I did a little rage baiting. I did a little educating. And I think it's like dying down now, and I'm fine with that. But no, Publix, absolutely sponsor me, give me a free pub sub, something. I mean, I deserve it.
I almost forgot to give the total of what I spent at Publix yesterday. So yes, it was, first of all, a lot of the guesses were higher, so I feel like I did good. I spent $128, including all the BOGOs and everything.
I'm chronically depressed. Here's everything I've bought in the past week. The Free People Emerson bag, along with both bag charms, these sunnies, and then another pair in black, Ilia skin tint, Ilia Skin Radiant Priming Serum, Ilia Base Face Milk, the C Body Oil, along with the C Body Scrub. All of these lippies and makeup brushes. Pettajane Tanning Mist, Pettajane Tanning Mousse, all of these things to go along with it. This Anastasia eyeshadow palette, this Louis bag, these Free People tops, these Free People jeans, this Free People set, these Free People earrings, and this Free People necklace, this bracelet, I don't know the brand, I got it at Nordstrom, this Free People hat, this Powerhouse Dark Sport hat, Free People Kantha Bear, and I gave him its own Free People Baby Emerson purse. New Balance Miu Miu's, my bridal shower dress, Lulu Align crop, Lulu Align full length, and the matching leggings, Free People Venice V-neck, a bunch of Savvy t-shirts, and an aloe set. Don't be like me. Go to therapy.
Okay, y'all, so I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I had to take a trip to Walmart, right? And I know everybody's been talking about inflation or whatever, but how did I not realize lunch meat? Y'all, lunch meat? Look at this fuckery. $9 for some meat? Y'all. No. We're gonna come over here. Mr. 347. Great value. Anyways, I'm just taking up y'all's time. Comment below what y'all meat price is, because at Walmart it's ridiculous in Oklahoma. Them loud ass workers, see? That's why you can never get no help at Walmart. Everybody always in the back talking. I'm about to show y'all how much 7 items cost me at Walmart. That's how much it cost me, y'all.
$90.
Yeah.
See, nothing. Here we go. Nah, watch out.
We had to take that off because I found it on Amazon for cheaper. Look at this shit.
So you telling me I need to be rich now to go to Walmart? That's basically what you telling me right now. I need to be rich to go to Walmart. Cause why in the hell did I just go to Walmart and spent like $175 for like 7 bags, bro? What? I can't even go to Walmart no more with less than $100. Back in the day, I used to be able to go to Walmart with $100 and be good for like 2 weeks. These days, bro, you need to be practically rich or you might be in jeopardy of not eating for the next week. Why? Why, bro? Why? What am I buying, bro, that costs that much money, dog? I'm just buying a couple of groceries, bro. You spend $100 now, but that's just for the day and tomorrow. That's it. This is crazy. This shit is crazy. At this rate, bro, I'm gonna be broke. I don't make the kind of money to be fucking with y'all like this, Walmart. I don't make this kind of money to be talking about coming to see y'all every other day with $100, bro. You do the math on that, boy. Look at here, boy. You buy about $400 a week, boy. $400 a week in Walmart, bro, on a couple of groceries, bro. You telling me I'm about to be in jeopardy of not being able to eat? This shit is insane, bro. I need answers, man. They might be overpricing me or overranking me for something, bro. Cause ain't no way you telling me that these little 7-8 items cost $100, bro. Noodles, $12. Bro, noodles used to be $1, bro. Lunch meat, couple packs of chicken, some soup, some beefaroni, some ravioli, some cereal, some milk, some cheese, $100. Damn! Tell me you haven't went to Walmart, put your little cart around, you like, okay, I'm gonna go to Walmart real quick, grab me a couple things, this and that, bam, get to the register, they ring your shit up, 110, 120, 130, bitch, 140, bitch. Hi! Tell me I'm lying now. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I ain't got no wings. Y'all know I ain't lying, bro.